All right, so we finished that one. Next up is Extreme Heat. This one in the past was broken. It might be fixed now. So Bell's Forge was built on an active volcano. As such, the formation is taking a bit of heat while adventuring. Every 3 seconds, each champion takes 10% of their max health as damage. Whenever a champion's health is below 50% of their max health, their damage is reduced by 99%. In the past, we took no damage. I'm hoping they fixed it. I'm seeing damage. Question is, does this turn Shandy off? And I don't mean like, does it turn her speed off? You're definitely not happy about it. So in that regard, yes, but that's not what I meant. Wrong order. Are we all taking damage now? It looks like we are. Okay. The Brit's got hops. Oh. He'll probably run out real quick. I have the Shandy's speed kicked in, so here's the thing. Shandy, this is I just wanted to double check because Shandy does say when the formation comes under attack. We're not under attack. It's a variant rule that's making us take damage constantly, and it's not turning Shandy's speed off. And maybe that's why she supposedly sometimes works in the background. We gotta go 475 here. I'm just gonna go ahead. We're not messing around. We're doing a large speed potion. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and throw Fire Breath down here, and we'll move Jeremy. Move Jeremy over here. We got Jeremy. And hopefully we just fly right through this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to build a formation that can soak this damage in a very specific way. What you want to do is you want to only have like one health share tank. We have this setup. We would use Gale in Illusion Spec, and we would use Kreidel, and then Briv, and we'd have 3 tanks, but only one of them would build health. And then we would do, well, actually, we would need to do Dragon Bait because we'd want Calliope in, actually, instead of Briv. And we just shield the whole party, and the damage comes out of the shields. That's what we want. You need tokens to get chests to level up. Right. If you're trying to get level up, this costs more time. But you earn a base amount of event tokens every event. More than ever before now because it's 3 weeks long. But there's more champions than ever before to get. But you're also getting gear if you're able to push multiple tiers, you're getting more gold chests than ever before. Again, depends on your progress. If you're a tier 1 person, if you're a brand new player, you're going to be able to do tier 1 and you'll have some extra chests from tokens. If you're kind of an early game player, so you're past tier 1 but you're not into the mid game, well, heavily into the mid game. If you're early mid game, you're going to be able to do tier 1 and tier 2 and get 6 gold chests plus a bunch of tokens. Plus you should be opening your bounty contracts and spending those on chests. And then if you're tier 3, if you can actually complete tier 3, there's 9 gold chests for a new champion. And by that point, tier 3 means you're solidly in the mid game and have a strong account, which generally means you're gem farming somehow. Doesn't mean Briv, but it should mean that you're gem farming in your downtime and thus have a solid amount of bounty contracts. So if you're avoiding that gameplay, then you're choosing to we'll do it this way. Then you're progressing normally. But if you gem farm, you can speed up your progression, right? So you're given choices. There's a baseline progression speed, and then there's ways to speed it up, right? And if you're able to complete tier 4, you are late game, which means you're already gem farming, or you wouldn't have that power. Yeah. In which case, you have more time than ever to gem farm, and you're gonna like. I ended up with my Diana on my main account. She had almost average item level 350. I think she's in the 340s. That's never happened to me. I don't know if I just got lucky or what, but she came out of this event super strong. Usually I'm shooting for 250 or up. Somewhere between 250 and 300. And she ended up at over 300. I could have just gotten really lucky on bounty contract drops. But on this account, I mean, we can look. That's not where I wanted to go. Equipment, and we'll filter event champions. And we want all slots. Okay. So here's my event champions. You can tell like this was an earlier event where I didn't have as much progress. Now I'm getting average item level of 14. So earlier event or a time gate. They were either an early event or a time gate. But you can see I'm in the teens. Now, like this was time gate, this was time gate, time gate, time gate, time gate. Oh, Briv. It's just Briv. Yeah, 14, 17. Human, speed. I mean, I'm dumping into speed people, so ignore those. Blacksmithing contracts are going wholly on speed champions. Teens, time gate, Whittle's speed champion. Teens, time gate, teens. Either an early event or a time gate. I can't remember. Freebie. This was a freebie code. She's only got average item level 5. She's still my best DPS. Dark Urge, average item level 11. Doesn't do well. Teens, you know. So, you know, where I'm at, having item levels in the average item levels in the teens is perfectly fine. Makes perfect sense. I don't need to be progressing super far beyond that. But to get to the point where I can complete tier 3 stuff, it's going to have to go beyond that. But right now I'm doing the snowball thing of putting my item levels into speed champions first, so I can complete areas quicker, get gems faster, eventually get a gem farm going. It's just the efficient way to do it. First time in Events 2.0, I did the first 1200, but it took like 3 hours to get a chat. Yeah. But I mean, if you can do all of, you know, it's meant to be it's a way to test like your overall account power, like your ability to progress. Like, where are you? Each event, you might get better, but with the variations and the variance of like how restrictive are they? Some might be better than others, but it's long term. How are you doing? And then the next year it comes around, you'll know, like, I didn't do these and now I can, right? Like you'll see that progress. But they didn't do a great job of communicating that, hey, this is, you're not supposed to be able to do all tier 4. Like a new player, hey, you're tier 1. Early game to tier 2. Heavy into the mid game, tier 3. There's a curve there that I don't know how we're gonna break through. You need a lot more power, I feel like, to get through tier 3. And then tier 4 is true late game. So I feel like, you know, people that are in the early to mid game, people even early, you know, starting off their mid game and working through mid game, they might be able to get a tier 3 variant done every now and then, but all of them? It's going to be more towards the end of your mid game progression, it feels like. Yeah, no, they changed this there's a new thing for the Switch thing, because the champion search is coming soon. So they changed this layout. And they didn't put the items in here. Instead, they just thought, well, people just want to see, like, what's their lowest thing. And no, they don't. They want to see their gear. And so there's a feedback post on the subreddit about it. It was commented on Dev Insights. We'll keep giving our feedback until they give us our items back. But yeah, because it's not like this. The tooltip is great. It's so much better than just this. Like, they can get rid of this and give us this down there too, and I'd be happier. Playing hard for about 2 months and can usually only clear the first 2 variants for tier 2 in an event. I mean, I'm 60 days in, but that's only playing 5 days a week, so that's 12 weeks, so that's 3 months. So I'm 3 months in. I can do all of tier 2, but I have never bothered trying for tier 3 because the time and the resources, like the time and the potions to spend, I don't think they're worth a single gold chest. Like, I think that, yeah, they got to do something about the reward scaling as you go up, because it's not worth the effort if you're struggling. But you should they should encourage that struggle. They need to make it worth the struggle. Encourage people to try difficult things. They doesn't currently. So you'll get there, Fuzzy Boots, but yeah. Any particular feat you would get during this Enclave event? I mean, this one's garbage. So, no, not really. Not from these new 3. This is actually the worst. I can't believe they did this, honestly. He's not a health tank, so why give him health scaling? If you're gonna do a Companions of the Hall formation because you just want a theme, you like themes, and you're gonna do a theme formation, that one's you want that one. This is neat, but I don't know, not enough for me to grab. I grabbed the Diana one. There's a +2 int feat for Strahd, so I can use her in Strahd. I did grab that because I want that speed champion accessible in that patron. Oh, it's not bad. Speed potion. You got a medium speed potion out of it. So yeah, the best one is the Diana one. I did pick that up, so I can use her in Strahd stuff. Having as many speed champions as possible available in doing patrons is just beneficial. Fuzzy Boots. So here's the problem with a big sign saying Artemis is the strongest champion. He's not. Early game, he'd be utterly garbage for you. Artemis is good when you have lots of item levels. Artemis will surpass other people at high item levels. When I say high item levels, I mean like average item level 1,000. Which isn't something you're going to see in the early game. You might find it in the late mid game. Maybe. Until then, there are other champions out there that just scale better with item levels. That you don't need to dump 1,000 item levels into, like, an average. That's over 5,000. Like, that's 5,250 item levels. So let's just say 5,000 item levels. You could take those 5,000 item levels and put them into a team with a different DPS and get people up to like average item level, get a bunch of people up close to or near average item level 100. Maybe you start at average item level 50, and you'll get better progression through the early and the mid game than you would if you were using Artemis. Because Artemis scales based off item levels, the rarity of his gear and item levels. And you're just not going to get that right away as a new player. So that's why there isn't a big sign. And there are a lot of people that like to raise that sign in the Discord and on the subreddit. Say, just get Artemis and don't worry about anybody else. But no. No. That's, you know, this game is situational. There's different champions that have different curves at different times. Like they hit better power than others at different times. You also need some flexibility and like functionality. And Artemis he just jumps out and he hits one thing and he needs an entire group to back him up to do it well. There are better champions out there for the early and the mid game. So, yeah. So that's why I just tell people, hey, learn how to build a formation and learn how to, adjust that formation, because your champions that you're using are going to vary. You don't have to go all in on certain champions early. The champions we tend to tell you to go all in on early are speed champions because they're going to help you progress faster. But, yeah. Battle bonus health is for the rare occasion when he forgets to evade. He doesn't forget. It's not a random chance, though. If he misses, it's because he's overwhelmed beyond his thing and he doesn't have any dodge stacks back. And honestly, he deserves to die at that point. How dare you not do your one job? Your one job, Kreidel, is to dodge all the attacks. So I don't know. I feel like he deserves getting slapped in the face. Three months after the feats go away, which is usually about 6 months from now, you'll be able to get them for gems. Well, 10,000 plus, and you're basically the end game. But 1,000 is solid. 100, I had him at 700, and I had other people in the 200s, and those people in the 200s were out damaging him. I had maybe a dozen champions that had 200 average item levels, while Artemis had 700 average item levels. And those dozen other DPS champions were better than he was by a good deal. So this is why I'm he needs to get to a certain point. It's way more efficient to put item levels other places early on. Well, it's not that Human is better than Briv or Briv is better than Human. They do different things, and you want them both. What order you get them in is kind of up to you. I prefer Briv first because I prefer having a solid tank first that happens to have a speed ability. Some people prefer Human first because they just want the speed ability always on. And that's fine. Both are acceptable. Yeah, do your job or die. Look, this is this is my view of Kreidel champions of the Forgotten Realms. Do your job or die. This is now idle capitalism of the Forgotten Realms. Wait. Playing for 2 years, Artemis has blue items and has average item level 70. Yeah, that's why you don't necessarily go for Artemis first. You're basically dedicating yourself, all your time gate pieces and your patron chest, to trying to gear up Artemis to epic, because he needs to be epic and he needs to have 1,000 item levels. And it's but then you also have to put, hundreds of item levels on other champions too. Well, the multi-armor hits only comes in if you take away the speed. I just want to... It's an option for him. Right? For Human. Yeah, Omen is in the game, and I feel like that's a very Omen statement. Do your job or die. Either way, you're not getting paid. That's Omen. That would be Omen. Speaking of doing your job and getting paid, we got 2,500 gems over here. Give me those chests. We'll do these first. Nothing. Here's our pity timer epic on Brunner. I think that's our first. I think we just got an achievement. Didn't we? I can't freaking tell. Oh my god, he's not in a background party though. He is. He's our first to full epic. Hashtag Brunner lives. Wait, no. Hashtag Brunner gives? I don't know. Brunner was our first to full epic on this account, though, folks. That's great. Good for Brunner. That should have been an achievement. Or a collection quest? There it is. It just isn't. It's not doing the pop-up. Now it does it. Thanks. Thanks. I already got it. Stupid. Stupid. All right. Can it work right? Hey, we got an early epic, and it's for all Korea. I'll take it. Take it. And there's a medium potion of speed. Can I get another push? Oh, we'll take a feat. Can I get a potion of speed with that? Historians outflank. Yes. We want that. But I would have liked a speed potion as well. Outflank. Ooh, no, I want to keep the generational well. Here, we just up that one to 40%. Move this back over here. Alright. Gotta remember to update that in other formations. I do wish there was an option to, like, set as default. Like, yeah. I don't know. They gotta do something else with the feat save system. Not being able to see it, but hey, it's purple now. He's purple now. He's our first full epic champion. And I feel like it's fitting that it's Brunner. What are we doing? 18.5. 18.5. Where is he? Cruising along in the background. I really thought Celeste was going to win that race, but we ended up with like a five-way tie for people that had 5 epics. Brunner just happened to be the one that pulled it out. I used to be able to show you who had what, because it used to show gear. I'm just not going to give up on this. I'm going to keep picking on this until I'm just picking at a scab over and over again. It hurts so good. Oh, God. Hey, Necronus. Doing pretty good. We did our day 4 in our trials earlier. Cruising right along there. Waiting for my time gate piece to drop. To do a natural time gate. And we're working on extreme heat, which is 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one. This is the last of the 6 efficient patron variants. So we'll have done all the base versions, and then we'll turn around and start doing the patron versions. Yeah. We know we need to check. We need to check. We did get a bit more favor. Oh, nice. Almost. We are really well poised for the next, I feel like the next favor run. We'll knock this tier out of the park. But I don't know. I mean, this is a ways. We need to get 2.5 E44 to get all of this. That's why I want to do. I think this favor run, this next deep favor run, is going to come after we do all these patron variants for each patron. I think with that patron power, with the perks that we're going to get out of that, tier 5 perks for all of them that we have so far, is what we'll earn just from these 6 variants. I think that'll be a big deal. I think that'll really boost our favor push. Hopefully enough so that it's the last one we have to do here. So basically I'm just trying to get all the blessings in each campaign. Right? So we have tier 5 Sword Coast, tier 5 Tomb of Annihilation, tier 5 Waterdeep, so we want to get tier 5 Avernus. Right, flying right through this. I guess I didn't need to do... After that last one, I got real paranoid. I threw down an hour potion. We blew this one away. Blew this one away. Alright. I was really worried at the start about whether Shandy was going to be on or off. I think that was the problem. Oh, on this, it doesn't matter. This is just a Mandalore. This is just a speed formation. This isn't a progressive, like it doesn't exist to push me anywhere. I'm strong enough currently that I am getting high up here, but this is just speed. So if I needed actual damage, I would take Minscout. So his favorite enemy choice doesn't mean anything to me here. Yeah, it's important to know, like, this is my starter formation, which is basically speed. There's as many speed champions as I can get, basically. So just try to go rush as far as I can, as fast as I can. Then I have a pushing formation, which is a whole other formation, and then I have a dirty gold fine, because I shortened it to dirty girlfriend in this one. Dirty GF. Let me in case. Oh wait, no. Let me. I'm gonna change the name so I don't confuse people. I don't want people getting the wrong idea. what we're advocating here. But yeah, as long as our bud is high enough for Fire Breath to work, which it is right now, we're at E150 and the health is E135, then I don't really have to worry too hard about bringing in an actual pushing group, and that's a function of our favor because my favor's in the E30s. I can level these champions. I can basically over level them. I can get them way higher than sometimes you might be at this level. So I don't need an actual damage group going on. Yeah, because once you get used to speed, it's hard to live without it. Exactly. Yeah, we should get to 475 without needing to put somebody other than Minsk in his DPS. I feel like we're getting close to soft capping too. Almost there. We really want to know how Belle got a pet Tyrannosaurus T-Rex. I mean, I feel like it would be an interesting story, but I don't. I think it would also be a little odd. I don't feel like you should just get a pet. There's Tyrannosaurus. Zombie T-Rex. All T-Rexes are Tyrannosaurus T-Rexes, Garwar. Dork. All right.